After you've collected any images that you'd want to use for tracing within the Sketchpad app, we're going to head right into it, and you'll find a link for it on our Schoology page. It will open up and look just like this. So I'm going to talk you through just a few things about the application in general, just so you understand where things are. First of which is, on the very top, this is the selection tool. After you bring something in, or say you want to move something around that you've already drawn, you can move to the select tool, and it allows you to drag things around. Reorganize the layers is also a nice thing to do. Here's your layers palette. So anytime you draw something, it's going to create a layer. Just like that. So you can see there's a layer right there. I could go to the select and move tool, and you'll see that you can move it around. So as you're putting together your composition, that's a good thing to know. You can certainly click on a different layer just right in here to be able to move it around too. And if you don't like something that you did, you can click the back arrow and it will undo one step. I can also click the delete button on my keyboard here, and that deletes whatever I had selected. So that's just a good thing to know. The crop and resize tool, this allows you to start with a different size canvas. Right now it's pretty much kind of the shape of a screen. If I zoom out, kind of rectangular. If you wanted to be a perfect square, you could just put in the same dimensions here. So you could go 1,000 by 1,000. Or maybe you want to have a slightly different look for your drawing and have it be wider or taller. You can do that if you'd like. So that's just something you can change after the fact, after you've drawn something out. You can't even drag crop around what you're hoping to just keep and just have it that way. But it's probably good to start with a large canvas size, so that way you've got a good amount to draw with. So I'm just going to do 1500 and call it good. So after that, the next thing I want you to know is there's an option to be able to paint on the layer and to change what you're painting with or drawing with. So that's right here. I've got it set to calligraphy right now. The ones that I really like a lot, pencil and pen and calligraphy, are my favorites. You can try them out and see what works well for you. For calligraphy, it's like you've got this chisel tip, and as you are moving around with your sketch, depending on how the direction that you're going, you're going to have a different kind of look for how things look. So I'm just going to Control Z that to undo it. I like the pen. The longer you hold the pen in a place, the thicker the line gets, but if you move really quickly, it gets really thin. So that's pretty fun to use too. You could change the size of your beginning line by changing the line width in any of the tools. So just so you can see what that looks like. So if you do Control Z multiple times, you can keep undoing steps that you've done. All right, I don't really use the star or the clip art option. You could use some text if you wanted to. You don't have to. And then here there's a fill option. So pixel fill or vector fill, you could use either. Well, let's say you wanted to include the color that you really like. You can choose the type of color that you use and the way that it shows up. And there's lots of options in here to be able to do that too. So you can just kind of click down afterwards and get it in there. So this is a gradient type fill. You can change how the gradient looks if you wanted to have it be kind of flared out. That's totally awesome if you want to do that too. And changing it color-wise, you could just even switch it from a type of gradient to just be a particular color too if you wanted, just to be fully that color. So that's something that's nice to know, especially before you get going too far into drawing. If you wanted to have a particular color in the background, that's how you do it. So that's just some basic information about how you go about using the Sketchpad app. In the next video, I'll show you how you can start to piece things together.